Hello everyone, how are you doing today? So I have a new craft that I have taken up and I have finished. This is the first one that I have done. So I wanted to show you guys what it is. Now I apologise if I sound croaky and if I keep pausing the video to cough. I have got really bad sinus at the moment. The weather here has been abysmal. It really has. It's nearly summer and it's just been rain. I feel like I'm living in England. At the moment, it's not a typical Kiwi summer at the moment anyway. Or spring. We're not technically in summer yet, but anyway, whatever. So I have been, I've taken up junk journaling. And a few of us in our group are doing them, and yeah, I've finished mine, so I thought that I would show you. Now, I apologise if I'm wobbling. I have to do this one-handed because I just cannot set up my phone, the angle right. It just looks everywhere but at the book. So I will have to pause as I go on so I can kind of show you bits and pieces in it. But anyway, I'll try and get this done pretty quick because the first time I tried to do this, it was really long and it's just, you don't want to sit here and listen to me waffle on for like half an hour. Okay, so I made the whole thing myself, including the cover. I made the cover from an old cereal box, and this is tissue paper that I've scrunched up and then decoupaged on, and there's a little bit of metallic silver paint just to kind of give it a little bit of interest. This was actually my grandmother's. When she passed away, I inherited a lot of my grandmother's bits and pieces, and this was in a box of like junk jewellery and things. So this isn't a real cameo, it was a brooch and it's costume jewellery, but hubby took it to bits and I thought, well, that'd be something nice that I can put on the front cover. So it ties with, you can see it's quite thick, and I still have lots of different techniques that I need to learn and things that I wouldn't do again and things that I would do differently, but as you can see, it is quite thick. There are 3 signatures. You probably can't see that very well in there. And it just, like I said, ties with a ribbon and organza lace closure. And then, if my phone will focus, there's an eyelet down there just to give it some strength. The back is, there's lace on the back, which also helps protect the signatures as well. Just with some velvet ribbon down there, the spine, the back, what did I say? I can't remember, my brain's all fuzzy. And then I made this little tassel as well. There's some beads on there and a little scully bead and some eyelash trim and just some raggedy old lace. I wanted this book to look raggedy and kind of old. I didn't want it looking all new and pristine. And I have done mine in a Victorian Gothic kind of aesthetic because that's what I'm personally, that's like my favourite aesthetic of Gothic is the Victorian Gothic. So yeah, alright, so we will open it up. I'll probably have to pause this while I open it up, otherwise I'm going to make a huge mess of it, so I will be back in a minute. Okay, so we will run through pretty quickly. I'm not going to yank everything out and show you because it's just going to be way too long because there's a lot of stuff in here, but and it doesn't quite sit flat because, like I said, I am still learning different techniques and yeah, anyway, the cover's a little bit stiff. But there's a little tuck spot in the inside of the front cover, and this is a printout. This is a receipt from Anne and Barmer's. It just sits in there. There's a few kind of references to death and things in here. And these are just little journaling cards, so you can write on the back of them. They've been just printouts, free printouts that I've put on cardstock and various bits and pieces and distressed. There's another little one that's got some stamping on it. There is a bit of stamping in here as well. I absolutely love this image. Oh, I love everything about that. So this is a letter. I will show you this because I really love this. So this is a letter that I just printed out on my computer on some tea-stained paper. And it's upside down. And then distressed. So this is a letter from my favourite book in the world, which is Dracula in Love by Karen Essex. And if you love Bram Stoker's, the book is kind of loosely based on Bram Stoker's, then you'll love that book. It's just my favourite book ever. I've read it like a million times and I never ever get bored reading it. But this is a letter that was in the book that Lucy wrote from when she was in a mental asylum. where she subsequently died, and she's explaining the really horrible treatments that she's having done to her in there. So that just sits in there. There are quotes in here from Edgar Allan Poe. I'm not going to pull all of them out because I'm not going to be able to get them back in, like, I'll have to do it all afterwards, so it's going to be just too awkward. But there are little quotes from Edgar Allan Poe in there, and this is another little free image that's been backed onto black cardstock, so you can write on the back of that with, like, silver pen things. And I've distressed it, and are you going to get back in there? Just a minute. Okay. Did I miss a page? No. So this is a tuck spot in here. I have done some sewing in here as well. So this little pull out is all about morning wear, Victorian. I'm looking at everything but the book. Victorian morning wear. So it just sits down in there like so. And this is another little tag that I made. It's got some vellum little printouts that I got online in there. And this is a little kind of booklet thing. So this comes undone. This is incredibly awkward. This comes undone and it pulls up. And there's some paper in there and a couple more journaling cards, and then you just close it up like thus. And there's some blank pages, as you can see, just to write on, so I can add things to it and whatnot. So there's some stenciling. I've had quite a lot of fun buying a whole bunch of supplies and things. I really love this page. So this is called a belly band, and there's some lace on there, and I pull this out. I'm not going to be able to get this back in one-handed, but this is like a little specimen. This is some black flowers from my garden that I've included on there, and this is all about morning attire for the Victorian lady. I'm not going to be able to get that back in. And there's another one. Isn't that lovely? And another one. I really love that page. And that's just attached on with some, what are they called? Brads. And then over here there are some lovely images of Victorian, excuse my fat hand, Victorian ladies in here that I've just printed off. Little envelopes that I've made and whatnot. There's another little specimen from the garden. Excuse the shaking. Another little quote from Edgar Allan Poe, and that's a little tuck spot in there. This is just a little stick-on kind of doodaddy, and that is a Penny Dreadful. Another little tag that you can write on the back, and more blank pages. And more images, and the sticker. My dear sister Lisa in our group has sent me the most beautiful things to put in here as well. I've included some of them in here. Paper and things. I'm going to do a video after this. She sent me some gorgeous things. I have some love mail to show you. So, yeah. So this is another little image. I just love it. Some stamping. Had to include bats, of course. A lot of tea staining, tags and things like that. There's quite a few tags tucked away in there that I can write little special things for myself on the back. This is a picture of Belladonna. And some little vellum pack that I got, ephemera, that I put on some paper and distressed a little bit. More tags. I did some stamping with some silver ink, and this is all stamping as well that I've done in tea stained paper. There's a little flip here, and this is a little envelope that I made and it's got a little picture of a Victorian lady in there, so that just tucks away in there. This is more stuff really, well, it's kind of a combination, so I'll just show you. This is from the book that I just told you about before, Dracula in Love. This is Whitby Abbey. That's featured in the book. And this is a picture of Mina and the Count. I printed this on actual photo paper. And this is another little envelope that I made, and it has a little quote inside. I'm a huge Bram Stoker's fan, massive. And yeah, so that's just a little tuck spot that I made. This is actually an image that I took, or a photo that I took, an original. This is actually from my gate around the side of the house. I took it one frosty morning. Just like that, so you can write on the back of that. This video is actually going to be quite long by the looks of things. And just another little tag with some edge punching that I've done. More pages, blank pages, more tags and things, little bits of extra paper, this little dangle that I've made. Doily, some washi tape in here as well. More little quotes, some stamping. This is another little specimen. This is hellebore from the garden, and this is probably my most favourite Victorian image. I have this printed out large on my bookshelf in the lounge. A lot of people think that this is a memento mori picture. This is a death picture, but it actually isn't. Both of these girls are alive. Yeah, they have disputed that, but I love that. I love the dress. Everything about that I absolutely adore. Another little bead dangle. A little tombstone. Little tuck spot in here. Little dressmakers didgeridoo. This is just a little booklet thing that I made. So there's paper in here to write, and a little tuck spot here with a little tag. That's the middle of the signature. Oh my god, this cough, man. So yeah, more little, it's about corseting. Printouts, and you can write on the back. There's a little tuck spot there. And like I said, the book doesn't sit flat, so this is going to get more awkward as we go along. There's a tuck spot. Okay, if I can, there's a tuck spot here and here as well, and then this actually completely folds out. It all folds down. I'm not going to do it because I just can't do it one-handed, but you can include stuff and write stuff in there. Oh god, I wish I could set this camera up properly, but I just can't. Have I missed a page? No, I haven't. So more little tuck spots there. Some of the lovely paper that Lisa sent me. Lovely cardstock. It's just gorgeous. There's lots of lace and stuff. This is another one of those fold-out books. I won't do it, but I got some beautiful vintage stationery from the thrift shop a wee while ago, so I have used some of this in here. Isn't that lovely? I have distressed it, but it's the most beautiful paper, and then there is like a little matching, oops, anyway, there's a matching, because it came with the envelopes and the paper, so there's matching paper in there to write write things on. Lots of lace. The man himself. Oh! More lace. Tuck spots. Some washi down there. Another little specimen. This is lobelia from my garden. So I can add more stuff to this, although it is pretty full now, but I could add more stuff to it and just write little bits and pieces. This is a lovely old cemetery. I have that printed out as well in my lounge, and just some tea stained paper that I've did a little bit of stamping on just to include some musings on. The little bead dangle. This is another one of those flip outs, fold outs. So this all folds down so you can write. This is about corseting. Oops. More little tags and quotes. Stamping. This is another vintage envelope that I got. They just don't make stationery like this anymore, do they? And another little image, a journaling card. Just tucks in there. It's a favourite line from a song that I like, from In This Moment. And on the back, that's another image. I got that from a book. And that's it. And I have missed something because that pull out that I showed you, hang on. Here we go, this one. So this is more, that's the other side of that. There is another image, fold out about corseting, which I find extremely fascinating. And that just sits in there. And you can, of course, write on the back of that if you want to, because it's been backed onto, oh goodness me, yeah, backed onto old tea stain paper, so you can write stuff on the back. So that's it. I absolutely love it. I'm really quite proud of it. For a first attempt, I'm really proud of it. And I have so many ideas for other ones. I'm going to be doing one for Morrigan. I won't be showing that one, of course, but I am going to be doing a witchy one. I know that that's what Lisa has done, a witchy one, and hers is just fabulous. I'm going to do a gardening one, of course, and I'm going to be doing summer's gifts, which I'm actually starting very shortly. Christmas gifts. Yeah, so I have so many ideas. So many ideas. So if you're never given junk journaling a go, then yeah, if you're into doing crafts and things and paper crafts and stuff, then yeah, it's so fun to get creative and sort of come up with different ideas and things. So okay, well, I'm sorry that it was kind of a little bit all over the place with the camera angle, but I did the best that I could. And yeah, so I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.